Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new video. My name is Babsy. Sometimes when you are flying around in space, like I do, solo, you happen to come across people. It's pretty rare, I gotta say that. It's so hard to find people to shoot. But sometimes you do find them. And when you find something to shoot, you shoot. At least that's what I do. You don't really think about the consequences or anything else that matters. So here I am stuck in a bubble. I am 99.9% sure that I'm in a trap. I'm just waiting for his friends to turn up. But he was pretty eager to start shooting, so I thought to myself, alright, let's go. You will not really stand a chance, because if your friends are late to the party, you're going down, dude. That's just how it is. So I start shooting and I see another guy enters local. I'm like, all right, this is it. Here comes the cavalry, but it's only one. So what can he do, right? So I'm not even stressed out about this. I'm just focusing, trying to kill this dude. Well, I'm not really trying because I know I have him. He's having a hard time right now, I believe. Now I'm starting to question, when does the other dude show up on grid? That could be interesting, because I still don't really know if he's a friend or a foe or just someone who's passing by. The problem is, when you're fighting a fight that doesn't require your attention, like I'm doing now, you usually aren't that focused. And when you're not focused, you tend to do mistakes, like I'm doing here. I wasn't paying attention to my drones, so he actually killed 2 of my drones. RIP. They were good drones. As the target dies, the so-called friend lands on grid. But it's a bit too late, right? Because what you gonna do? You can't really do anything against me now, can you? All alone? No. So he basically just jumped through the gate. A few moments later, in my roam, I jumped through a gate, like you usually do when you're roaming. I stumble across the dude that ran. I'm like, all right. It's time, dude. You're about to die. I also see that the guy that I killed entered local as well. I'm like, oh, okay. This might be interesting, but let's go. I'm not gonna chicken out from this fight. And then I see another one jumping in. And that made it even more interesting. This wasn't impossible, really. I mean, 3 versus 1? Sure, I'll take it. I can't really decide what to do before I see what kind of ships they have, right? So right now, it's pretty much a waiting game. I mean, I'm stuck in the fight. I can't really get away if something bad happens. But I'm doing my best here to take this guy down. And then it happened. The pesky little logistic ship warped in. And I'm like, oh. Okay, great. We have a logistic on grid. What am I supposed to do with that? It's not like I can kill it, because these things usually tend to have a pretty badass tank. And then I see there's a Vindicator on grid. I am so screwed. Oh no. So now I just need to focus everything that I have on the Arbitrator, so I could get the kill. Eventually I nag him down as I'm taking some serious damage from the Vindicator and some damage from the Logi as well. I wasn't really paying attention when the Arbitrator died, because if I were to pay attention, I would have seen that I could stop my newts before they cycled again, and therefore I would be able to use them on either the Logi or the Vindicator. But now, in this scenario, that wouldn't really matter, because my tank wasn't holding up. I was going down no matter what. So one more cycle of the newts on either of the ship wouldn't really matter. Sometimes you just gotta realize that you are outgunned. In my opinion, there wasn't much to be done. I just had to take this loss, but it's fine, right? Because at least I got 2 kills, they only got 1. They won the ISK war, but it's okay. You can always make more ISK, right? It's a shame though that I lost the ship, but it's fine. And as I said in the beginning, it's so hard to find a fight these days. And when you find a fight, it's usually you versus more people. Or sometimes you actually come across a single little frigate somewhere that you can pop out of nowhere. But where's the fun in that? As promised, here's the fit. It's nothing special. I was just going for an extremely tanky Armageddon, using tanking rigs and using triple armor repairers. The whole point with this was so you could outlast your opponent. You out-tank them while you drain them dry. This would work in another scenario. I am 99.9% certain about that. But this time it didn't really work out as I planned. Like I said in the last video, if I die with the current ship, I'm flying a new ship for the next video. And as you see in the background, this is the next ship. We're flying a Maelstrom. This fit is gonna be pretty tanky, but it will also have some serious DPS. And yeah, as you might see, I even have a nano for this, which I didn't even have with Armageddon. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, feel absolutely free to leave a like and a comment. If you're new here, you can also consider subscribing, because that helps me out and you will get a notification when I release a new video. You guys have an awesome day, morning or evening, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Goodbye!